Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the building of Climson build stuff. Today we are just building. Right now, we're going to be building a house right here, and I'm planning to make it like a medium size. And here is my palette. The palette of what I'm going to be building here. I'm actually going to attempt to do something I haven't done before, and that is using a computer to build. And I just think it would change my efforts here, but we're gonna do a time lapse. What I've been planning is to make it like a rundown house, but with like some very nice, like with like very nice interior and maybe some like decorations outside of the house. But today we are gonna try to use red and pink as the palettes and maybe put some vines a bit and some leaves. Now for the inside, I plan to use some oak wood, which is, the most default thing I could ever do, and try to make it some fancy with some jungle doors. Now, how big the house is? The house is gonna be kind of big, but it's not like, you know, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be 2 stories, but being like the size of a 1 story. I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but it's certainly gonna be something when it is done. So, if you guys are ready, and we will begin the time lapse. Okay, we're back. Here, just got in my screen. So here we are. We're back. After building this, it took me like an hour to build. Are you serious? Okay, thank you. So it looks like doors. It does look like my accomplishment. It looked kind of cringe in like the start of it, and you can fall off of the stairways. I doubt you can, because it's a clear turn and you can just do this. The one thing I haven't actually done yet with this is like doing the interior, the actual interior. And if anyone knows, I suck at interior, like interior. And oh yeah, so it's 6 minutes altogether. That's good. That's nice. I like that. So yeah, all I have to do is do some little editing. I might do that off screen because, like I said, I want to take my time when it comes to building. I really want to go and actually try to get get inspired to do stuff. This kind of remind me, cause Mythical Sausage was a guy cause he made a series called Afterlife. And I found like the house because he was a I don't know, I think it was something with copper or like a blaze or something with like alien. He was something about aliens. But he built like a house, and it really stuck to me for some reason while I was building this. And I tried to stick with that and tried to went with with other styles with it, and I tried to make it look. I even added terracotta to like add a little bit more personality to it, to act like the bricks had like slidden off and it's just a solid block now. And I added a little bit more to give it more characteristic. I even enabled the education stuff to just so I can get these blocks. And I actually managed to make up with the furnaces, and it actually turned out really nice. Speaking of how this is actually my first time actually building a good house, so I'm kind of like in shock of doing it. I also added a little workbench table along with, if you want to go and read some books, there is definitely a bookshelf right here for you. And I even added storage. For some reason, I had enough room to make storage, and there is a window here. And because I will be building more houses, trying to see where I lack and where I don't lack. I definitely don't lack at making houses like these that is ruined. And this might be off-putting, but it's honestly kind of fitting. I don't know why. But after that, I also found someone told me about this method, and I even was able to make a mirror to add, more realistic, because I'm not adding any add-ons to this. It's just going to be me building and using the blocks that are provided during game. I even made a toilet, and even under the toilet is a redstone torch that is making the iron door up. Now this is gonna be like the bedroom right up here. So I'll be adding more like characteristic up here in the next episode, because I don't know how much time I got to do this, but it might be a little bit short video. But like I want to come in like bursts, because lately I've been lacking a lot of motivation to do stuff. So I want to take it in an easy pace. And try not to wear myself out while building. So as you can see, I added veins to here, to add like oldness to it, if that's a word. I even also added bushes and a sidewalk. It actually looks really nice. It looks like an actual house, a really fancy one at that. Now this side doesn't have any like veins or any stuff like that, and I even added the blocks here over there for some reason. I'll get rid of it. And over here, it's more where you're gonna see it, because I'm actually gonna try to, you know, build this way, and I might build that way, and I might add more of the vines here. I call them veins. I don't know why, but I will add more vines on the other side, so you know it doesn't look like a one-sided build, because you're supposed to look at it in multiple angles, and you know. And it actually still, like I said, it still looks nice. You know, this side might be, you know, kind of bold. You know, like you don't see anything. But this is the back of the house. And I even add a little window here, so it looks more realistic. Because when you go over here, you see it, and you're like, wow, that's an actual house. For once, Climson actually built a house. And it doesn't actually look like crap. So, you know. So yeah, I'm actually quite proud of this. To be honest, this is quite a video. You know, I actually kind of like put myself in deep thought about this. I was thinking about building stuff like this for a while, and this was in my mind for quite a week or so. It looks really nice. It looks like a dream house, you know. And I even added the chandelier. And I know it looks kind of weird, but you know, you try making a chandelier with like two, like, you know, it looks kind of bad, but it looks nice. But yeah, I can't help but actually be kind of proud of this. This actually doesn't look that bad. And, you know, other than also what's more to it, you might have to witness my awful redstone skills. Because I know nothing of redstone. So during the builds, I will also try to learn a little bit more about it. And how, you know, redstone can function. Because that's one of my weak spots, is doing redstone. Even though that I'm someone that does survival Minecraft a lot. But, you know, like, I have to like branch off to other things. You know, I could also make this like a back door. This would be a perfect back door. I don't know why I haven't done that. And I could add a little more windows here, like a window right here. But imagine how awkward that would be, that someone can just look and act, you know. I don't want to have to finish that sentence, but you know what I mean. But like, you know, this actually looks very nice for a build. And I usually have a hard time building stuff like this. And, you know, stuff like that kind of depletes, you know, building motivation. So I'm going to try during the series to build more things. I do plan to I do want to, like, escalate it to, like, a shop, maybe. Because you guys know that I've built some goofy shops here. I've you know, built it on the Megalands, and we're yet to finish up on our factory, our Dream Core factory. And once I'm done with that, the season will come to a close, unfortunately, because how inactive it's been. But the next season definitely has some glory to it, and there is definitely a huge plan to make some big builds like I did for season 1. I was just the only active person on the realm, so I told everyone we should all call it quits and try to start a new realm where it's not as laggy, hopefully, and that people can kind of branch off and make actual good builds. I was able to build quite a decent, because it's legitimately, you know, a huge factory, and I might not be able to finish it, because I know eventually they will want to actually start on the builds. So I'm taking time off on the series, off Megalands, and try to like focus on this and try to get myself to be a little bit better at building, so you guys won't have to bleach your eyes. Because I remember making like an eyeball spaceship, and that just kind of, you know, it was just ugh. It was, you know, you just don't want to look at it. You just don't want to look at it whatsoever. It was that bad. So you know, I'm going to try to get a little bit better at this. My schedule might end up getting occupied a little bit more because me and Fiverr have been talking about being a little bit more active. So we also got that going because, you know, we've both been feeling kind of drowsy. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he'll be okay if I brought that up, but, you know, me and him want to do more things, and if you see more real life videos, you know, I'm hoping that I would have you guys support on it, because, you know, we got some like goofy ideas. We've been like throwing some ideas like what we would want to do. We don't want to just focus on like gaming, but like, you know, of course I'll still be recording videos frequently. You know, try to record frequently, but I will have to take some breaks to keep my motivation from depleting completely. So yes, and I am thinking of getting a job specifically so I can provide myself with actual stuff to fix my computer, and, you know, and try to get a membership, you know, to build up more of my confidence. So that's quite what we're doing. That's the plan, but it's gonna be in a slow pace, enough for me to, you know, not stress out too much. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy to end the video here. Next episode, I am definitely gonna finish the interior up there, and we'll be getting straight to building a, you know, I was actually thinking to make like a old shop, like something way back in the past. You know, it's like something like Kmart, you know, like try to like, cause Kmart, you know, had to close down. So to honor it a little bit, because it was part of my childhood, because I used to, you know, go there when I was a kid. So I was gonna build something similar to it, but not exact. But, you know, like some luminal spaces won't hurt. Some luminal spaces. It might be a little empty, and, you know, or I might try to fix it to make it look nice. But we'll see. This took me an hour to tell you. It took me an hour. It's cut down a bit, so it doesn't really look like a lot, but it took me an hour to include the details, to include the building and all that, and I had problems building the bathroom because this kind of looks kind of funky, but it truly kind of adds on to it a little. And, you know, I'm actually quite proud of this. Like, look at this. This is like luminal. This is actually quite luminal. And I actually like how it is, and especially at nighttime. Oh, yeah. But especially at nighttime, this actually looks really nice. Like, you know, the luminous light kind of hitting down and everything. It's quite a mood setting. So I hope you guys actually really enjoyed this. This is actually, you know, a good start to the series, and I'm actually going to do a little bit more. I plan to do more on this build world. If you want to come and join, you can come and actually visit. You have to just add my username, and I will let you hop on and come and see me build it live. But of course I'll be recording it, but you'll get to see it in real time. And, you know, don't be try not to spam me on comments, because I don't really like being spammed so much. But even though, you know, I do it because, you know, like when it comes to roleplay, yes, I'm quite guilty. I'm quite guilty on it. But just don't like spam me a whole bunch of messages on Xbox, because I don't check whatsoever. But, you know, you can always come by to see what I'm building. You know, the world will be open, but try not to go on every world I go into, but this one specifically, you've been given permission to do so. So if you guys like this video, I will definitely do more. I got Finance at Wario's cooking up. I gotta edit, you know, and then we got the Limited Life Session 6 to also I have to edit. like I said, I have to take a slow pace on it because, you know, I'm quite struggling on, you know, on a lot of things. So I'm trying my best a little to try to stick with it, but my schedule, you know, it has been free a lot lately, but, you know, it's been kind of rough to be able to just get up and try to do Minecraft or try to, you know, do something. So I'm trying, and I'll be uploading that Finance of Wario series, and you'll be seeing more of this series come up. If you really want to see more, let me know. You can always comment. It always helps to know that you actually would appreciate it to see more. Also remember that, you know, subscribing, YouTube has been unsubscribing people randomly for no reason. And if you unsubscribe, you might not seen notifications of new videos of mine. I would suggest to make sure you have it up and leave a like on the video. I'll be checking, definitely, and I'll be reading your comments. So don't worry, I'll be seeing it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!